Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Gay Boating with Tomorrow's Provost Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union,
Good morning, Huntsville.
Well, here we are. Welcome in, everybody, and thanks for joining us on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville as we lift up and encourage our community. I want to thank you for joining us, for being here with us as we write a new chapter in Huntsville's story this morning. If you're with us for the first time, this show is all about lifting up Huntsville, talking about what's going on in town, but most importantly, hopefully giving you a little inspiration, a little encouragement as you're starting your day. 7:37 is the time now. As always, I'm Rob Hipp. Jason Thompson not able to be here this morning. As many of you know, he's also works for Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and they have a extremely busy week. He's been taking care of a lot of wonderful families here in our community, and Jason will be out today. Deneen is also out. Deneen joins us sometimes whenever Jason's not able to make it, but she is not feeling well. So just keep her in your prayers, and also keep Jason in your prayers as he is out doing ministry. I told him, I said, the work that you do, brother, is ministry. You're out serving families and helping people through some tough times. And Jason is just so compassionate and does such a great job with that. And we miss him here this morning, but we know that he is doing things that he needs to do. We are here this morning on Tuesday, August the 5th. Crazy to think about that. August the 5th. School starts tomorrow. How many are excited about your kiddos going to school tomorrow? Episode 564. 564 times that we've been able to sit down with you and share the good happening here in our community. As always, our Tuesdays, big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. For all of your jewelry needs, visit my good friend. It's Elliot Herzlich, located in the First National Bank building here in Huntsville. Set up that appointment online. It's Elliot Herzlich. Again, his website, elliotsjewelers.com. And, of course, we couldn't be here without the generous foundation support of our friends at Guardian Defense. They are all things personal safety. You can find out more information about them online at guardiandefensellc.com. As always, thank you to Jason and Deneen Thompson and the Thompson family. It's really cool. Last week we had Deneen's son on the show with us, Kyle. Kyle was here and gave us kind of a little overview of what he gets to do every day, working out in the Gulf Coast as he's helping operating tugboats. And it's a pretty neat perspective to hear what he gets to do. And also, as a family man. Here's a dad with a child and talking about how he has to navigate that because he'll work several weeks on and then gets a couple of weeks off. And you know what? But he's doing great things. And it was fun having him last week. Yesterday, I had a chance to talk to Bob Kane, our VSO, Veteran Service Officer here in Walker County. Always enjoy having Bob here. And we were very thankful. We're going to put out more information on more of those veteran resources on our website a little bit later. Hey, as you're getting started with us, do us a favor this morning. Just comment in. Let us know that you're out there. And just say hello to us this morning. Many of you are already joining us. Our good friend Bill Doggett, Walker County Commissioner Precinct 3, with us today. And we appreciate you, Bill, and all the great work that you do for our county. We'll have to have you back on sometime, Bill, to give us some updates. I love what you do, man. You are so passionate about this county, passionate about helping people and the public service, and also this year now the Rotary Club president for our wonderful Huntsville Rotary Club, Bill Doggett. Appreciate you, and also your wife, Deborah. Y'all mean so much to this community. Jamie Saucier is joining us. We love you, brother, keeping you in our prayers. Jamie, you are just a wonderful, wonderful man, and I know the Lord is with you today, and we just love you, my friend, Jamie. And if you need anything, you reach out to us. We always enjoy seeing you on, buddy. Quentin Glaze is with us this morning. We appreciate you too, Quentin, always commenting in, man. But Jamie beat you today. He's number one to the comment list. Quentin Glaze with us. Also, Jennifer Augustinetti is always. And I don't ever overlook these comments. You guys are always commenting in every morning, and it means so much to us. Jennifer Augustinetti saying it's a terrific Tuesday, encouraging everyone to have a blessed day. Also, our great friends, the Horn family, Richard and Linda, joining us, saying good morning. Check this out from the Michael DeBakey, Virginia. Michael DeBakey VA Medical Center in Houston. I saw VA. I thought of Virginia. They're down at the VA hospital. They're the medical center in Houston. And Richard, I hope you're doing well. And if there's anything that we can do for you guys, let us know also. I'm assuming that Richard is down there, getting some care. So we appreciate you, Linda, and thanks for hanging out with us this morning. I wanted to read something this morning that I was kind of putting together and thinking of. There is so much going on right now in our country and our personal lives. We had 3 services here at First Baptist last week alone, and typically at a funeral service, obviously we're sad because we've lost somebody that we love that means so much to us. But for those that are believers, there's joy in that. There's joy knowing that we get to see that person again and we get to be with them one day. I've said numerous times on this show that eternity is real for everybody. It just everybody's going to spend eternity somewhere. And I want to encourage you this morning. I couldn't do this show without encouraging you this morning to seek the Lord in all that you do, friends, because I want everybody that I know, that I come across, to spend eternity in heaven. I've had several services here over the past week, 2 services just one day alone on Wednesday. We had one at 11 a.m., and then another one thereafter, right after lunch. Had another service the next day on Thursday also. And, through it all, I saw joy in these services because these folks had a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I wanted to share something that was on my heart this morning, and I thought about it. 2 things that I wanted to get started with. You've heard me mention several times this past week a person I thought so much of when we used to go down to church at Lakewood in Houston. Was Dodie Osteen, and Dodie was 91 years old, and she passed away in her sleep the other night. In fact, a week ago on Sunday, she was praying for folks at her church and just went to sleep Tuesday, and the Lord called her home overnight. And I wrote this yesterday because this is something that has really stuck with me, the power of prayer. I ate at Double Dave's yesterday. If you get a chance, go over there and support Kat this week, Kathleen Stone. She's a wonderful person. They have buffet over there, $16, all you can eat, not bad. But I wrote this yesterday. Some of you read it, but I'm going to reread it here on this show this morning. So during lunch today, I was watching last Sunday's church service from Lakewood Church. Of course, I'm on staff here at First, but I was watching the Lakewood service as they honored Dodie Osteen. And it genuinely brought me to tears. They weren't tears of sadness, though, friends. These were tears of joy. because what a life this woman lived for the Lord. And I want to read this for encouragement for you today. There were stories that were shared of Dodie driving around the loop in Houston, just circling, and that's a pretty big circle, driving around the city of Houston praying for people, literally circling the town in prayer. Thousands upon thousands, not millions of people. She had no clue who they were, but praying for them. And when I heard this story that they were relating on Sunday, that image stuck in my mind. There was even a story about their family caravanning back from an event. Joel would do these services. He hasn't only done one since COVID. It was called a Night of Hope. And one of them was they had flown back to the Houston airport, and all the family had went, and they drove back separately. Dodie was driving as well. And there was a story that was shared as they got out of the airport and they decided, hey, let's all caravan back. It was midnight or 1 in the morning. And they couldn't find Miss Osteen. They had no idea where she was at. She was driving herself. Well, they would later find out there was a dialysis clinic that was near that airport. And Dodie had felt the presence of the Lord and stopped and began to pray over that clinic for all the people that would come into that dialysis center that day. Think about that. I had no clue who these people were. 1 o'clock in the morning, and here's a woman who said, you know what, I'm going to pray for people. It's who she was. They couldn't find her, and they found her at this clinic praying. I wanted to mention this because her devotion to loving others was evident in everything that she did. And that's my challenge to all of you this morning. Is the love that you have for others evident in what you are doing today? I've always said, are you lifting somebody up or are you putting somebody down? That devotion of love through her was so evident through prayer. She didn't talk about love. She showed it in the compassion that she had for others, and she showed it in how she prayed for others. I think this is a story of when you speak blessings over people that you have no idea who they are, it's acknowledging and knowing that God can touch their lives. And that's what Dodie did. This is the kind of faith that inspires generations. We talk about the next generation, the next generation. As we get older, we talk about, I talk about my children and what's their generation, what's their legacy going to be? Well, we can help define that legacy by what we do for them right now. The kind of prayer that she has was inspired. It inspired me. To her, I was the next generation. It's a life of constant prayer, compassion, and dedicated belief that doesn't wander away in God's healing and goodness. We're told in 1 Thessalonians, pray without ceasing. And I say all of this again this morning to let her life be an example of how we should live and how we should treat others and the compassion that we should have for others, taking time out of our day to pray for those that we have no idea who they are, and knowing that God will move in a mighty and powerful way. So just one of many things that happened over this past week, and as I thought about others, and a friend of this program who has lost his wife, and we love this man and loved his wife so much. And here again are people of faith. And I want to remind everybody this morning one other thing. Terry Coleman's here, our real estate expert. We'll have her in just a few moments. But this morning, no matter where you're at, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I believe that many are watching this show this morning that may need to hear this, that life has a way of hitting us really hard. Unforeseen things, maybe some things that are seen, but things that maybe we don't expect, or when that time comes that even though we knew it, it still doesn't feel real. Life hits us with loss, with confusion, with sickness, with that aching silence that follows when we don't understand what God's doing. And maybe some of you there are right there this morning. Maybe the nights can feel long, the questions linger on, and maybe those questions feel louder than the answers. And the weight of grief or pain sometimes can feel like it's too much for us to carry. But I want to tell you something that's true and something that's eternal, that God is still with you. The Bible says this in Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit." So let that settle in deep this morning. If you're going through loss, if you're going through pain, whether it's loss of life or loss of a job, loss of a relationship, the Lord is not far away from you. He's not cold. He's not silent, but he's near. And that's right now, right where you are, in the hurt, the loss, the searching. He's a God who stays close when the world seems to pull away. You know, as I spent time in San Angelo over the past few weeks, and I say spent time there, I mean, we were only there for one day a couple of weeks ago, and then I spent the night there this past weekend. But we have been close to that community. And one thing that I've learned through all of that, through the floods, we know the tragedy that happened in Kerrville and those poor precious children, and so many others. But during these times, it's easy for us to have this worldview. And for those of you listening, I'm taking my hand and putting it on a plane where we just look straight in front of us. Our head is on a swivel. It's easier for us to look like that. But when we're looking like that, we're keeping our eyes fixed on things of this world. My challenge, and I said it on Sunday, is we need to gaze upwards and trust in the Lord through everything. I wanted to remind you that adversity doesn't take our Lord by surprise. Our pain doesn't scare him away. Our tears don't push him away. In fact, Scripture tells us that he bottles up every tear. He remembers, he sees, and he knows. The journey, especially of grief, is different for every person, and I won't pretend to understand what anyone's going through during that time. I went through a grief process when I lost my father. The other night I broke down thinking about my grandmother, who I was extremely close to. We all handle grief differently, but I do know this, that in the valley, that he's still God. In the darkness, he's still light, and when your heart is shattered, his arms are still wide open. And it's okay to feel it, to weep, and to question, to sit in the stillness, and to wait. But don't let that pain push you from the Lord. I want to challenge all of us this morning, including myself and those who are going through loss, to allow the pain to pull you closer to the Lord. Because he's the only one who can truly heal what's broken, comfort what's hurting, and bring peace that passes all understanding. Isaiah 41:10 reads, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." You don't have to be strong on your own, friends. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to rest in his hand. And even when you don't see the next step, many times do we pray and we say, well, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not feeling anything. God is still there. Sometimes it feels like there may be a path that's hidden by grief, but the Lord is still guiding and he's still carrying us. And so this morning, maybe some of you are thinking, I just need a word from the Lord. I just need to know that I'm not forgotten. Well, maybe if that was you, consider what we're talking about this morning, that word that you needed to hear. You are not forgotten. God has not abandoned you, and he's walking with you, whispering peace into your soul, even if it feels quiet right now. And so let this be your anchor today, that his presence is your portion. His promises are your hope. His love is your foundation. And no matter what you face, you don't face it alone. And so, friend, as I kind of wrap up our opening here, if your heart is broken this morning, if the grief feels unbearable, if you don't even know what to do, just pray. Just pray. Just say his name, Jesus. Let that name bring peace to your soul. Let his name bring comfort during a time of loss, and allow him to restore what you are feeling lost this morning. Jesus. That's enough. He hears you, he loves you, and he will hold you together. So here in a moment, we're going to have Terry Coleman here, and as we move farther into our broadcast, just let the rest of this day just be of comfort and faith. I want to encourage you that, not because we all have the answers, because we don't, but we know the one who does. Stay close to him today, closer than ever before, because, friends, I promise this morning that he is holding you right now. We're going to take a break. Do us a favor. Let us know you're out there. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning. I'm thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm thankful that Terry Coleman's here hanging out with us today. She is our real estate expert. She's going to give us some updates on what's going on here in town. We've had the privilege of having Terry on this month or last month, and having her back on this month. We're going to talk about some great things happening here in Huntsville. And if maybe you're new to the community, maybe you found this show by accident, just Googling what's going on in Huntsville, we're going to start letting you in on a couple of secrets, a couple of best-kept secrets in Huntsville, maybe some places that you need to check out. We're going to take a brief break. We appreciate all of you, and we will be right back here in just a few moments. Stay with us. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
All right, friends, welcome back as we continue on this morning. This is Good Morning Huntsville as you're waking up on this Tuesday, August the 5th, another beautiful day here in Huntsville, Texas, and we had some rain come through the area yesterday. In fact, some bolts of lightning after the show yesterday morning kind of caught me off guard. Had quite a bit of rain come through, and I have not had to water my lawn one time this summer, which is crazy to think about. 77 degrees, only 79% humidity. That's the lowest humidity that we've had in a very, very long time. We'll get up to 93 today, 74 and clear tonight. Tomorrow, beautiful, sunny, 95, hot. Thursday, hot. It's going to continue on, and then rain back in the forecast just in time for the weekend. Well, hey, it's always a privilege to have our great friend here with us, our real estate expert, joining us this morning, none other than Terry Coleman. Good to see you, Terry.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. You doing okay this morning?
Doing great.
Well, Terry is here with us today, and she is our real estate expert here on Hello Huntsville. Terry, good to see you. What's been going on? I'm going to put the camera on you. How have you been?
I've been great. Been doing well. And I have to tell you, when I walked in and you were talking about what you were talking about, Jesus, I just felt a complete calming peace.
Amen.
And I needed that this morning because everything was always hectic and running here and running there and this morning. And so it was just very calming.
Yeah.
And to hear your voice, the way you talk, it's just very calming.
You know, we're thankful for what the Lord's doing, and we're grateful to have you here with us this morning.
Thank you.
Well, Terry, I wanted to talk, we're kind of doing something a little new here with you on the show, and we want to highlight, not just talking about general things over and over, but we want to talk about for new folks that may be moving to Huntsville. And you sent me an article called Walker County, A Place to Call Home. And we want to start featuring neighborhoods here in the community.
Yes.
So if there's new people moving here to Huntsville, we want to start highlighting some of these neighborhoods. And if you're looking at buying a home in these neighborhoods, why you should go to Terry. Well, this month, and it's a neighborhood that I'm familiar with, that you're familiar with. I'm familiar with it because I live in it. We have mentioned it a few times, but I really want to talk about Elkins Lake this morning and what makes it such a unique neighborhood to Huntsville. So give us a little insight this morning just about Elkins Lake, why you like it, and what makes it a neighborhood that is desirable for people to come to our community.
So first of all, Elkins Lake has about 1,200 homes in it. It is a variety for every type of atmosphere you may want. If you're a lake person, they have 3 lakes. You can live on the lake. If you're a golf person, it's a 27-hole award-winning golf course. And besides those 2 main things, there's basketball courts, there's playgrounds, there's areas for soccer. There's pickleball, there's tennis. So it really features for outdoor living. And, of course, if you have small kids, that's great, for them to be out playing outside. And not only that, but the community itself is a family-friendly community, and it's also great for retirees. So, and the clubhouse there caters to both of those, to both families and to retirees. So it's just a great community. They support each other. And in fact, that's one of the things that the residents say is that they feel like it's a safe, livable community. And I had 3 houses there. I moved in to the Elkins Lake community back in 1995, I believe it was. And while we were living in Elkins, we raised our boys and lived there through 3 houses, and it was a great place to live.
I didn't know you had 3 houses out there, man.
Mm-hmm. My very first one was on Evergreen.
I should have hit you up back in the day. Well, and one thing I wanted to say, it's extremely affordable.
Very affordable.
Is the listing? You still have your listing out there?
I still have a listing out there. It has a $1 million lake view. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's located at number 9 Lakeview Manor. It is what I consider an upside down home. When you walk in, you have a bedroom, full bath, downstairs, plus a safe room. If you need a place to go hide or tornadoes or whatever reason, it has a safe room in it. You go upstairs, 2 sunrooms, one overlooking the lake, one overlooking the grounds, the greenhouse. And, of course, you have all your rest of your living upstairs. So it's a beautiful location.
Yeah, it's nice. We were so fortunate to, I'll be honest, like I when we first drove through there, this is why you need to give things a second look. So I grew up in Georgetown. Georgetown's known for the retirement capital of the United States. There's something like 20, 30,000 retirees out there. So the number's enormous because of Sun City, which is a retirement community. And so, and nothing on it. When I had my IT company, we were busy. I mean, Grandma and Grandpa's all needed their computer fixed, and we built some great relationships with folks out there. So, but when I drove through, the first time I came to Huntsville, we were looking, and, we were definitely not in the market for a home at the time, because we were going to rent first, but we still wanted to kind of look, right? Mm-hmm. And so we started driving around, and we went to Elkins Lake. And for some reason, that first time that we went out there, we said, this is nice, but we don't want to live in this neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And we just drove through it. It just felt like, and I'm saying this because we live there now, okay? This is a testimonial. And this is why sometimes you need to give things a second look. We drove through there, and it was just something about that day, I guess, that we were just not thinking, and it's the weirdest thing because we love the neighborhood now. But the first time we drove through there, we're just like, man, I just don't know if we want to live here. We thought it was a retirement community. We really did. And nothing against retirees, but we thought that it was a retirement community. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up renting a house at Brookview and loved it out there. But I told Bridget, I said, we're just throwing away money in rent. Now is the time.
Yes, you are.
Now is the time to buy a home. And we started looking again. And I said, let's go give Elkins Lake another look. I said, there's just something didn't feel right about that day that we drove through there. And we drove through again, and it was kind of like our eyes have been opened. Mm-hmm. I said, my goodness, why didn't we see it? And maybe it was the time of the year. Maybe we drove through, and it's beautiful any time of the year, but maybe there was just something. Maybe it was an overcast day, and I don't know what it was. But that second time that we drove through, both of us were like, we've got to live out here. We saw families running around. We didn't see – it wasn't retirees all the time. We saw families. We saw young people pushing. We saw older people out there playing golf. And as we drove through, the lake, just the sun was hitting it. It was just beautiful.
Just beautiful. So let me ask you this. So whenever you go to the clubhouse for different events, things like that, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel like I'm –
part of the family.
Yes, I feel like I still kind of pinched myself and said, how can we live in a place like this? Mm-hmm. And it's not compared to where we were at in Georgetown, which was just a regular neighborhood. I had 3/4 of an acre in Georgetown. But when we sold our home there, we had a little bit of money to put down. And so my mortgage payment isn't that much higher than what I was paying in Georgetown. Mm-hmm. In Georgetown, I would never be able to afford to live in a neighborhood like that because it would just be way too expensive.
And the HOA at Elkins Lake is very, very doable.
Yeah. You know that you're going to pay it when you move in there. Some people complain about it, but you know that you're going to move in there. And for the amenities, especially if you play golf, it's a no-brainer. It's a great place to be.
It's the most affordable golfing community around. It is. And it's award-winning, 27 holes and I'm not a golfer. I don't know anything about golf other than that.
Yeah.
Other than I know how to sell that subdivision.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's very, very affordable. And like I said, I mean, it's just a family, not just a retiree community,
No,
but
it's a family community, yeah.
And it blends very well. They blend very well. And I love my kids always look forward to the 4th of July celebration that Elkins Lake put on.
The parade.
The
You get to drive. And you know what? I love the golf cart. You get to cruise in the golf cart around the neighborhood.
Yes.
Even though I don't play golf a whole lot, we cruise in the golf cart all over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find something, Terry. I'm looking here, so I don't want people think I'm being rude. I want to find something because you mentioned the family aspect, okay? We take our children out there to the park all the time. Mm-hmm. They absolutely love it. It's our favorite place to go, and I'm searching for park on Google Photos right now to see if something pops up.
Okay.
But while I'm doing that, continue on.
Okay, so let me just tell you, currently right now there's 35 homes for sale at Elkins Lake. The price range at Elkins is so affordable for any price range you may be at. They start at $200,000 and go to $795,000.
Wow.
The mean is $390,000. So whether you're in the market for something around $200,000 or on up there around $800,000, it's affordable, and Elkins Lake can be your subdivision.
I probably should have prepped a little bit better, Terry, and had this ready to go.
I
didn't think of it until we started talking about it.
That's okay. Well, the other thing, too, is that this listing that I have is also a great investment because of look, there's my view right there.
Yeah, I'm going to show. Let me see if I can show this here.
And it's under $300,000. You don't get on the main lake or have a view like that for under $300,000, but this particular home is available.
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
$300,000.
Now that view that you're seeing right there is not that exact view, but it's similar to what you're going to see.
Oh, well, I thought it was that exact view. It was. Yeah.
No, it's a photo I took, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, it is. It's very close.
So that's
beautiful.
And if you watch, our intro video, you'll see a sunrise. That was at Elkins Lake on our intro that folks see every single morning. It's just beautiful out there. And I go back and Terry, I say this, somebody one time came up to me like, "Oh, you live out at Elkins Lake, whoop-de-doody-doody." I said, anybody can live out there if you're fiscally responsible. It's a place that is affordable. If you're out working hard, especially if you have a family with 2 incomes, it's reasonable. It's extremely reasonable. You'll go to some of these, and there's a lot of great neighborhoods moving into this community, but some of the homes there start at $300,000, $400,000. You can move out to Elkins for under that price to get a great home. And there's even opportunities of homes that, may need a little TLC. So if you're a handyman person, the homes are move-in ready. They're already move-in ready, but you can even add a little extra to them.
Exactly.
So I highly recommend it. I think if you're going to move to Huntsville, there's 2 neighborhoods that pop into my mind right away. Of course, Texas Grand Ranch is one of them because that's the big new one that everybody's talking about. But I still feel like Elkins Lake is probably one of the premier neighborhoods if you want to have I'll call it like it is. It's almost like a resort lifestyle.
It's a country club resort lifestyle. It's exactly what it is.
But it doesn't have the country club attitude. Can I say that?
Yes,
is that the best way to say it?
Most certainly can.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but everyone is so friendly. My favorite thing to do is pop the kids in a golf cart and we go to the Mel, because we have a little Mel station out there, and I actually like that. It's just neat. And so the kids and we get in the golf cart, we go to that's their favorite thing to do is go there and then go play at the park. And that park
is nice.
Is absolutely beautiful.
So it's right there on the lake?
Yeah, it's right there. The kids' park is artificial turf. They put all new equipment out there, and I mean it's the best playground for 50 miles around. I'll just say how it is. Yeah. We just kindly ask if you don't live out there, please don't come out there because that's something they try to keep folks out. And I don't mean it rudely, but we pay HOA fees, and that's something that you pay for. And I'm not all uppity about that or whatever, but those are amenities for folks that live out there. Now, if you're a guest of someone, of course you can come.
Right.
And they do a pretty good job of saying, like, well, hey, if you don't have a home out here, you're really not supposed to be out here. But they're not going to knock on people and tell them to, get too angry at them. But it's a great place. Come out. I highly recommend it. Terry's selling out there. She's the real estate expert. And if you're looking for just relaxed lifestyle, Elkins Lake is where it is. I wanted to circle back because of the pricing. I don't want folks to forget about that. I mean, there's homes under 300. We got really lucky. We bought our house for $265 out there, and it didn't need. It was a newer home. Those are kind of hard to find, but they are out there. And then listings like you have are exceptionally well.
Yes, they are out there. Right now, there's 6 homes on the market that range from $200,000 to $298,000, and then of course, then you get to the 300s. There's about 15 homes that are, no, maybe 18 homes that are in the 300 range, and then you go to the 4s. So, like I said, whatever your budget is, Elkins Lake has a home for you.
And the scenery is unbelievable. Here's another photo I took the other morning, and it was foggy. Those mornings, the foggy mornings, are just as beautiful as the sunny mornings. There's cranes and all sorts of wildlife that fly out there. And I had to pull over, Terry. It caught my eye so much that these cranes were out there flying around that I had to pull over by the pool. I pulled over and took some photos. Isn't that just beautiful?
That's beautiful.
And
that is very beautiful.
I mean, I'm not a great photographer, but look, he's even leaving a little, he's got a little wind
Fish
under
or
him there.
something.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I just love living out there because every day it's so scenic, and you never know what you're going to see out there as far as the wildlife goes.
Well, the other thing, too, is, which I didn't mention, is that it backs up to the National Forest. So there are walking trails out there if you're a person that likes to go hiking or trail, hitting the trails. They have that out there for you, too. So it's just everything all in one place.
You talk about family. I mean, it doesn't get any more family than that.
The Easter egg hunts.
All that.
And the rabbit comes. And, I mean, it is just really a great community. Christmas, Santa's there. Can go down and have pancakes with Santa Claus.
There's little Caden hanging out. We're having fun. Another beautiful sunset. These were some of my favorite photos that I took.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite photos. Just sitting there at the water. And that's my favorite because Caden, he's pointing up. Birds are flying over. Braylon's looking, and I just love that shot of them from the back.
That is beautiful.
We're building so many memories out there, Terry, and it's so neat that we have this neighborhood right here in Huntsville.
And that's what matters is the memories, because as you get older and your kids grow up, the memories is what matters. Doing them now, making them now. I
wanted to show one other. Somehow I got into these foggy photos.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, let me show this too. I got into these foggy photos here. This was another morning, and I just saw that bench there, and this was one of the other parks that was there. There's several parks you can go to, and that one just caught my eye as well. I said, how beautiful is that?
Yes,
even without the sunshine. And there's walking trails that go around where you can go sit on that bench. Mm-hmm. And I remember in that moment, I just felt the peace of the Lord, honestly. I felt the presence of God there as I was just walking and taking in nature. And I said, look at all of God's creations. And I'm going to tell you, you want to see some beautiful God's creations, go out there and look at the scenery, though. It's just beautiful. And I'm not talking about the homes and all. I'm talking about the nature, the trees, the natural scenery in that neighborhood.
Can't you just see God sitting right there on that bench, just looking out, enjoying nature himself that he created, and blessing the families?
Yep, well, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a beautiful picture.
Just a random photo I took one day, Tara. Maybe I need to get into photography on the side. And then I wanted to show just one more here, if I can find them. There's other things that you talk about. You had mentioned events that happen out there, and a lot of things happen during the 4th of July. There's picnics all the time and other family events. This was just a boxed lunch or boxed dinner gathering that they had. Mm-hmm. Paula Armstrong puts this together.
Meet your neighbors.
Come meet the neighbors, and I was out there, and this was last year. But there's Miss Paula, and everybody just cruised up on their golf carts, and we all just went out there and had a nice little powwow picnic, if you will. Mm-hmm. So.
Paula does a lot in this community, and it's nice that she puts this on as well.
There's a nice picture of a bench. Some of these are just completely random, but
look at that.
This was at the event. There was cupcakes. I mean, we're making so many great family.
Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was a flyover. I was with David Beatty. This is neat. There's a flyover of Elkins. David Beatty took me up. He's a insurance agent here in town, but also he flies. That's a good friend of ours. We both know David.
Yeah.
And he took me up in his plane a while back. We got to drive over and see some things. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show some of those because it was such a great opportunity to be out there.
So next month we'll feature another neighborhood. There's so many neighborhoods here in Huntsville and new ones coming in. But I wanted to start out with Elkins Lake because it's very affordable and it offers so much.
Yeah, and you mentioned here too, 1,000 acres, 1,200 residences. The rolling terrain is so beautiful. You mentioned 35 homes on the market right now in Elkins, ranging from $200 to $795, median price of $390. That's very well under what the median price is of a lot of homes throughout the area. 3 stocked lakes. Of course, here's another thing, too. You can fish out there. And you know what? Because it's private, you don't need to have your hunting and fishing license out there. Now, I'm not encouraging
I hadn't thought about that, but you're exactly right.
I'm not encouraging you to go shoot deer out there. Please don't do that. But if you want to fish.
Because you'll probably find 6 of them in one person's front yard.
Yeah. No. And somebody one day was kind of, there's so many deer out here. I said, that's the beautiful scenery of this neighborhood. The natural wildlife that's out there is absolutely stunning. But, yeah, you can fish out there, and you don't have to have your license because it's considered a private neighborhood. So 2 parks, and even though there's officially 2, there's many others walking through. Picnic areas, 2 swimming pools. There's, like you said, the 4 tennis courts, pickleball courts, lighted basketball courts. The walking trails are endless out there. And here's another cool thing. They open up the golf courses every other day. There's a different golf course that you can go walk on. Mm-hmm. So they tell you, here's the one that you can walk on that day.
Today.
And so you can go out there and walk on the golf courses. Perfect to raise a family. And here's the deal, too. You're making an investment whenever you buy a home in a neighborhood like Elkins Lake.
Exactly. I can't promise, but the prices there have always been steady, and the appreciation has always been steady there. So whatever you buy today, chances are in the next year or so, it's just going to keep appreciating.
Well, we mentioned Terry on this show for a reason. She is the real estate expert. You know what I'm worried about, though, Terry?
What's that?
I'm worried that now next month we're going to have to talk up a neighborhood as good as we've talked up Elkins Lake.
Well, of course we will, but Walker County does have some. I mean, it just depends on what your vibe is. There's other subdivisions that it's just all wooded and small acreage and where you can raise chickens and pigs and whatever. So it's just kind of what your vibe is. I just started out with Elkins Lake because it's a variety. It takes care of a lot of families with a lot of different needs.
Real quick, Terry, before we go, let us know just a little bit about your background. Maybe there's somebody new that's joining us and they're saying, I'm new to the show or I'm new to this area. Maybe they found out about Huntsville because of us, but let us know a little bit about your background. Real estate expert for 33 years now.
33 years. Yeah, I'm getting old. 33 years. I have lived here in Huntsville. I've been helping families get into their homes. It's something I enjoy, something I love. And actually I got into the career because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but wanted to make some money on the side. And so it allowed me, back when my boys were growing up, to be the school mom, to be the one that went on all the field trips. And then from there, it just, as my boys grew, my real estate business grew because I had more time. And so I've just really enjoyed being here, being in the community. I've been here for so long. I remember back when it was the main busiest street was Sam Houston Avenue. Now that's not the same. It's 11th Street and Sam Houston and many others. So I've been around the block a little bit.
Well, she knows it better than anyone else. It's Terry Coleman, your real estate expert. If you're watching, you see it on the screen there. 33 years faithfully serving Walker County and surrounding areas. If you find something outside of Walker County, call her as well, because she knows these areas very well here in East Texas. You can give her a call at 936-581-4434. It's 936-581-4434. Terry Coleman, your real estate expert. So
thank you.
Before we go, what you got for it? Okay, here's another thing. If you're new, Terry always brings jewelry. So
I got to talk about this. Okay, so I think we've ran through all my jewelry.
You're gonna have to go to Elliott's and buy some more.
I'm having to repeat. So what I have today is my charm bracelet, which the history of the charm bracelet is anytime we've ever done anything, gone any places.
Oh, that's cool.
I get a charm from there. Here's San Francisco. Here's Bugs Bunny from the Disney cruise that we went on, and just things like that.
What is this one? It's like a little boy, right? What is that?
Yep, I have the head of each one of my children.
That's
and
cool.
on the back of that little boy's head, it'll say the name and what day they were born. I even have a baseball glove on here because for many, many years I was the team baseball mom or whatever they call each other. So I'm thinking now, any of your listeners that want to shower me with some jewelry, we'll make sure we feature it. Because now I'm just cycling through.
Yeah, please.
Or I need Max to go buy me some more.
Max, call up Elliott. Go online, elliotsjewelers.com. Set up the appointment, and he'll
help you out. That's
take
for
care
sure.
of you. And hey, she may need some custom charms.
That's right.
Elliott could make custom charms for you. I bet he could. And
I bet he could
put them
too.
On there, so.
He's got a beautiful jewelry shop.
Yeah, his showroom.
I've been in there, and it's just amazing.
He's expanded the showroom now, and they've taken over a whole big chunk of that floor up there, and it is just absolutely, you're right, it's just beautiful, all the stuff that he has. Well, there she is, Terry Coleman. It's your real estate expert, and we don't say that lightly. You think about the word expert. Expert means that they know what they know, and they know how to relate it to you, and that's what Terry does. She knows this area. She knows the homes. She knows the properties. More importantly, she knows the people, and that's what it takes to be a real estate expert, somebody that can guide you through every facet of the real estate transaction. If you've never sold a home before, she's your person. If you've never bought a home before, maybe you're transitioning from an apartment to a home, you have no idea what to do, she's your person. I talked to somebody one day and said, well, I don't need a real estate expert. I can figure it out on my own. Well, you're going to figure it out on your own the hard way whenever things slip through the cracks. There's a lot of continuing education. There's a lot of classes, and there's a lot that it takes to get your real estate license and to keep that license. Make sure you find an agent. Make sure you find Terry Coleman. She will take excellent care of you.
Thank you.
Well, that'll wrap it up here with Terry. We're going to step aside, take a break, and we'll wrap up the show when we come back, as always. A big thank you to – I'm missing Jason this morning. I know you like to come on when Jason's here. He's out serving families this morning, so not able to be here. But we want to appreciate Guardian Defense. They are all things personal safety online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us at your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville here on a Tactical Tuesday.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
Soft, easy listening to get you moving this morning. It's not really, that don't really get you moving. I think that maybe put you back in bed today. 8:30 time now. Good morning, Huntsville. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Tactical Tuesday, as always brought to you by Guardian Defense. We're going to be blessing some area nonprofits a little bit later this week from our Rays of Hope back in June. We just got wrapped up with all the flooding and those things, helping a lot of families, but we did raise some funds and also some awareness for many nonprofits and a lot of items too. We took many of them already to Safe House last month and also over to Good Shepherd Mission, and we are looking forward to continuing to help out where we can here in Huntsville. So I just always want to say thank you, Huntsville, for always stepping up and making a huge difference here in our community. Well, a few things going on today for the National Day. How about this? Today is National Night Out. And I'm not sure if Huntsville participates in this. I should call our local police department and see, but we always had this in Georgetown. It's typically the first Tuesday in August. And what we did in Georgetown was different police officers would be in different neighborhoods, and those neighborhoods would put up tents and barbecue and have hot dogs and all those kind of things. But I'm not sure if any of you know if we do anything here in Huntsville for that. Let me know, and we'll definitely post it on our Facebook page. But it is National Night Out. Even though if there's nothing official going on, go knock on a neighbor's door and just get to know somebody this evening there in your neighborhood. I think that is so important. It's also National Oyster Day today. Not a fan. My wife loves them. I'll eat them with her, but that's nothing that I'm really looking forward to. It's National Underwear Day today also, so maybe time to throw away and go get some new ones. And something that I am very used to, it's National Work Like a Dog Day today. This day urges us to charge forth and meet every challenge we face. However, if you look for your dog for direction, you may be confounded. The English language is confusing. Take, for instance, two common idioms we use in our everyday lives. It's a dog's life and work like a dog. It's a dog's life refers to dogs being able to laze around and sleep all day. Most dogs are companions. As members of our family, their biggest worry is when the next vet visit is. On the other hand, work like a dog suggests the opposite. It says that working to your maximum ability and extended length of time. How can these two phrases apply to our canine companions when they mean contradictory things? Well, when considering the training that working dogs received and the value they provided to farms and businesses, that phrase, working like a dog, becomes clear. It's their obedience and loyalty in rooting out rodents and securing our cattle. They perform tasks with purpose. Today, military and rescue dogs receive rigorous training and work hard alongside their human counterparts as well. So either way, working like a dog for the rewards of a dog's life. It is Work Like a Dog Day. You can celebrate that today by, well, just take a look at some of the training videos out there on YouTube about how hard dogs work. Learn about the training of working dogs and make a video about your average work day. This would have been a great day to have Steph Valley on. She's very familiar with working with dogs, as she did that for many years. She does it still at Magnolia Kennel. But that is the National Day of. Well, friends, I think that'll just about do it. Not a whole lot else to talk about this morning. I appreciate all of you for being here with us. And, of course, having Terry Coleman, our real estate expert. We always love when Terry has a chance to come on. And, again, lots of property available and great neighborhoods here in Huntsville, such as Elkins Lake. And so if you're thinking about moving to this area, please give Terry Coleman a call. She is the real estate expert. She knows this area very, very well, and she would love to help you out. Steph Valley is joining us, by the way, this morning from Magnolia Kennel. She said that there's an eagle's nest also in Elkins Lake. My sister, Rebecca Schaefer, joining us. Also, a good friend of mine way back in Georgetown, Romy Salinas, joining us. Romy, I used to do work for their company, Texas Trucking, there in Georgetown, and they are just a great family, good people, and Romy is joining us. Good to see you, Romy. It's been a long time, my friend. And my sister will be coming to visit here this weekend. I can't wait to see her. Also, Phyllis Dillard with us as well. Rick Boning, Phyllis Dillard, Scott Galletti joining us. Joshua Harris at the Oak Ridge Disciple House with us as well. By the way, Joshua's been supporting our programs now for 3 consecutive years. That means so much to us, Joshua. I know I talk about our foundation sponsors, of course, but Joshua, thank you for all of your support. Most importantly, thank you for helping men that are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. They do a phenomenal job leading people in a relationship with the Lord, but most importantly, that is the most important thing. And then secondly, helping them to overcome drug and alcohol addictions. I think the work you do is phenomenal. Josh just got back, by the way, from Uganda. He was on a mission trip down there with his wife. And so we love you, Josh, and appreciate you. Visit their website, oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Friends, again, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow here with Rick and Kay Boning, tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and looking forward to talking more about the good that's happening here in our community. Hey, tomorrow also back to school, so be careful. Look out for those school buses. Take a little extra time as you head into work tomorrow and give those buses the right of way. Keep your head on a swivel looking out for children, and let's make sure that we keep our community safe. As I end every broadcast this morning, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, please, provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise that somebody out there needs you. Until next time, we'll see you back at it tomorrow. Almost said 5:30, 7:30 tomorrow. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us.